Testing the window rolling down. Take one. Go, 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 go. Oh, shit. Hello, thanks for slipping some time with me today. So this is a common issue in a lot of cars, particularly these cars. The passenger window ends up getting slower, and there's a number of things that can be wrong with it, and we're going to see what's going on with this one. As you can see in that intro, it basically gets jammed up a few inches down in here, and it could be the window roller itself. It could be the seals are just binding too much. Could be some lubrication in there. It could be just the power going through the contact of the switches or the relay are bad, or it could be a combination of all of it. So I'm going to troubleshoot this with you guys and see what's going on, and we'll see if we can get this resolved and get it back to its best state it can be without maybe new parts, but maybe we'll need new parts or rebuilds. We don't know yet, but let's just start tearing into it and figuring out what's going on. We obviously seen the symptom. It just won't roll down. It has trouble rolling back up, and it's stopping. So the first thing we got to do obviously is take this door panel off, and we'll go from there. So what my first test is I'm going to go directly into powering the connector into this motor that basically puts the window up and down. And I'm just directly connecting it to a battery. Basically, you can't mess them up because it's reverse polarity going one way and the up or down, and then the reverse going the other way. So I got it set up right now. I can go down, and I'm going to show you what happens when I do that. So we'll connect it right now, and we're going down. Now, something I notice is that it's still sticking, but it actually goes all the way down. So that's good news in a way. So I'm going to put it back up now to show you how that goes up, and then I'll explain what I think's going on right now based on this observation. So yeah, see, I just reversed them there, and it's trying to go up. I did have it go up before, but we'll have to get it. There we go. Okay. So what I see going on now is going direct definitely gives it some more current. It can draw better, and it gives that more power. So I don't necessarily know if this is bad, this motor in here, considering what I'm seeing. And I hear a lot of, I'm sure you heard it too, a lot of kind of rubber and stuff, squeaking and stuff. So given that, I've basically went direct to source on the motor. And the motor probably is doing its best, and sure, it could be brand new, but I think it might not be the motor. I think this molding here and rubber is just sticking way too much, and also on the track, it might need greasing as well. So I'm going to try and grease that up and see if that improves the situation. Can't guarantee it will, but that's the next step after going direct. Basically, you can see I eliminated the relay. Power problems directly going to a battery, and we got a little better action, but still not good enough. So let's get it greased up and see if that helps. So in case you're wondering what I use, it's called Dried Lube with Teflon Blaster Advanced. There it is. I think you can get it on eBay and various stores, but it does work pretty good. I wear a mask for it because it says the vapors can be bad for you, but you can see it's on my hands too a bit there, and we'll see what, whatever. So what I didn't show you that I also put grease on was this right here, which is basically the runner. This piece is attached to the window, and it goes up and down on it, and it's a slider basically. Couldn't really get the camera in there to show you, but I did grease in there. There's probably grease you could do in the motor as well, but I wasn't going to go that far and take it out. I may have to if it continues to be an issue, but as you've seen, it's probably okay right now, given what I've just done with it. So I'm happy with it for now, and we'll just monitor the situation and see how it goes. I know that the problem is over here where the runners are. You can't see it in the picture, but where they are is really old rubber and needs to be rejuvenated or replaced. But for now, we'll see how it works just with what I did. So now let's test it. Just to wait direct to motor first is what I'm going to do. And basically, we're going to see what happens. All right, you ready? Let's go. Holy smokes. That was wow. Okay, I think that probably fixed it. Let's go up now and see what happens, which was the worst case. Yeah, okay, this is working dandy. I'm going to say it's fixed, but because there still could be a low power issue getting to the switches with contacts onto the relay, etc. Now I'm going to actually connect the motor back up again and try the switch. Also try over on the driver's side as well, and just see if it is fixed in fact. And if it is, which I think it might be, if it is, then we're done. If not, then we got some further troubleshooting to go, and I'll explain a little bit what that would be no matter what. Okay, let's try the passenger switch and see what happens. Okay, it's working. Now, you can see that it's not as fast as it was when I went direct to that battery right there. So it is getting less, we'll call it less power, less current it's able to draw from for whatever reason. Could be the switch contacts, could be the relay as well. But I'm kind of happy with this. We're just going to keep an eye on it. And if we need to troubleshoot some more, basically what we need to do is maybe clean the contacts in here. And a lot of times the connectors are okay, but sometimes even in the connections in here, that you may need to put some spray or contact cleaner in that. And of course there is the relay as well, and you can do a switch on that. Relays do go bad. They are contact, and over time they do go bad. So I may even switch a relay just for the fun of it and check that out. But right now I want to go over to the driver's side and see if that works as well, and go from there. So we'll just, there it goes. Oh yeah, a lot more power draw there, but it's working. Not as good as I'd like, so let's see if we can fix this a little better. All right, what I did is realized the battery's drained a little bit, so I charged the battery up, and look at that. So we are fine. Let's do a test again on this switch over here on the driver's side. A little harder to get, but I don't know. I think it's fine. It's working. If I compare it to this one, actually, I think it's just as good as this one. I think we're good. You know, for the heck of it, let's switch a relay and see if that improves it. So here's the relays in this guy here. If you look, it says WDO there, and that means it's this relay. So basically what I did is, and I'll switch it back now, because it made no difference, by the way. I basically switched, and I looked at them as well, and they were fine. There was no difference between these, and the odds of them both reacting the same way, I think, are pretty, I don't know, not probably going to happen, considering that was for the headlights as well, which are working fine. And yeah, so there is no difference really on what I discovered doing that. I mean, it's yeah. So basically what I figured out as with you guys is it's a combination of the motor itself has probably gotten a little weaker. These were never, and I had one since new, these were never basically zoom fast things anyway, right from the get-go. They always had a little struggle going up. This is a little worse than normal, but I can tell you from having one of these new in 1990 and still have it, that they weren't perfect at the beginning, but they worked and they functioned. And but this one's a little worse, but it's also with age. I don't think it's worth replacing the motor at this point. We'll see how it goes. If it stops altogether, we might have to replace the motor. But also the rubber gasket and stuff and material around it, it's so brittle right now that it's slowing it down. So I've tried the lubricant as well. I've sometimes done lithium grease here around it, but I don't know. I like to use that dry stuff first if I can, and because that's just more messy and it kind of leaves quite a residue, where this can not really show once we clean up the window, of course, because the window's kind of got, I don't know if you can see it, but it's a messy. I got to clean it up. But yeah, so that's it. And now that it's working, some of you might say, well, why did you take the door panel off when you could have just sprayed that stuff in and seen if it helped? Well, it probably would have always helped, and I would have only got the top. And the biggest culprit usually is down inside the door here. And another little lesson, as you probably noticed, I had to cut this, basically this vapor barrier here. And this vapor barrier is no different than your house. So to seal it up, you know, they got this black stuff, which also is sold, etc. you can do. But to seal up these and patch them up, I will just actually use this tuck tape. And you can buy it at any, you know, Home Depot or whatever type of store. You can hardware store, whatever. And just tape up the seams, and it'll be good as new, and it does exactly the job it needs to. Some of them call it a little bit of a sound barrier, but I call it a vapor barrier. Anyway, that's the deal with that. So an update on the passenger window after sitting for a couple weeks and trying it. It isn't working too good. Yeah. I guess it's going down. I mean, it wouldn't even go down before, but that's not acceptable. So, I think what we're going to do is we're going to get a new whole, basically a motor and regulator assembly for it and put that in and see if that helps, to see if that's got a little weak. And if that doesn't do the trick, then I don't know if we can get new rubber or what we got to do, but I'm going to have to go deeper in. So all that work I did, I mean, it all helped. It does kind of go up and down, but yeah, that's not acceptable. That's got to be fixed. So we got to go one step further, and now we're waiting for parts. Anyway, that's a short little episode basically for you guys on how to troubleshoot your window rolling up and rolling down problems, and what you can do to try and troubleshoot it and see what's going on and tackle it. Very common problem in a lot of cars, especially these, and you might have to do more of it, as I said. So that's the story anyway with the window troubleshooting and the steps I take. Hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, please subscribe if you could, if you haven't already, and if you have, maybe share it with a few people. That'd be awesome if you could do that, and we can grow the community, would be awesome. And until then, enjoy every day and always make it right. In this case, we're making as right as we can with what we have.